Yes, right, we're here. Hello. And we're much happier now. Hello, hello, hello to all of you, wherever you may be. I know some of you are United Kingdom based. I think that's a little better. Maybe just a touch fine now. And also those of you in the United States of America, Canada, down under, wherever you are around the world, it is certainly a real pleasure to see you here. And we are live streaming again. And this time, do be assured, I'm feeling much happier now. Last time it was quite sad and emotional, wasn't it? I'm so sorry. I'm extremely sorry about, about last time. But we're happier now. Okay. So here we are on the next inspirational live stream. Pamela's in. Good evening to you. Hello. Dawn Marie's nice. It's nice to see you as usual. Anthony, hello. Jodie, nice to see you. And one of my most respectable and protective mods. Hello, always. A wonderfully protective mod. Even though we may have stern words at times, it's for the right reasons. And Sue, lovely Sue, hello and hugs. Hello and hugs to you. Well, I could hold you protectively, couldn't I? Yes, that is. Lils, hello to you, my lovely. Hello to yourself and your husband. I saw what you were talking about your husband, and when you opened up about yourself in a comment on one of Trevor's videos when you so recommended to me. And I replied and shared my view. What a lovely opening up about yourself. And when you opened up about your husband, I felt for him. I mean, given how he is nowadays mentally, but I'm so happy that you are here for him and that you give him a hug and a cuddle, or that you give him much emotional comfort whenever he most needs it. Honestly, you couldn't be a much more lovely wife, Lils. You couldn't be a much more lovely wife, especially to your dearly loved husband. A nice long hug to you, my lovely Lils. I mean, who wouldn't want to give you a nice long hug? I think if I did, I probably wouldn't let go if I did that. And Blacksmith is in. Hello to Blacksmith. Hailey, hello to you. Herman, nice to see you. Wonderful seeing you as usual. Dave, hello. It is a very wet morning here in Sydney. We are getting the remnants of the cyclone that hit the other day. Bloody hell. Rachel, hello, my lovely Rachel. Good to see you. Maria, hello to you, my lovely lady. Hello to good man Mark. Hello, hello, hello. And thank you for your kindly review regarding Chichester. Rachel, nice to see you. Yes, I am generally happier now. It was just a tough few days when Graham had just died, but I moved past it about the next day after Graham's funeral. I moved past it, but it was, it was heartbreakingly tough for all of us when Graham died, because it was a huge loss to the YouTubing community when he died. He was everything to the community, completely, well and truly everything to the community, Graham was, in beyond words to so describe it. Hello to Bill, nice to see you. Nice to see you. I was a bit upset last week because my friend just died, Mark, last week. My friend Graham, the Baron Hesketh. We had a tough few days of grieving, but I'm okay now. But some are still grieving the loss because it was a huge loss to the YouTubing community, but we're fine otherwise. Well, I'm okay now otherwise. Hello, my lovely Lils. Hello and hugs to you always. I'm in one of your favorite sweaters. You love the blue that goes with the... That's green, actually, Lils. This is green. But this is blue. A bright blue Marks and Spencer's shirt. But hello and big hugs to you, my lovely Pamela. I will not let you down. Oh, I don't think I could ever let Pamela or Lils go if I hugged them tightly. Hello to you always, Blacksmith. Since we've got Blacksmith in here, since we've got our good man Blacksmith in here, Blacksmith and I, on Friday just gone, we both had about a 5-hour plus long video chat on StreamYard together. So, I mean, oh my... We had a 5-hour plus long StreamYard video chat that went on so long to the point where we accidentally missed Sapper's live stream. And I also, to the point where we both missed Sapper and the cat live stream. Yes, it was really that long we had a video chat for, but it was worth it all the same. And yes. It was brilliant. It was a brilliant moment. Oh, boobs. Good evening, Sapper. Boob. Are we going back to bloody boob gate again? Boobs. Oh, my. You know. Ta-da! Hello to you, Maureen. Ta-da! I knew you were going to do that. Maureen, what a lovely comment you put on my walkabout video I recently did. I mean, poor health is very tough to contemplate too. I mean, I can see when you spoke, the way you opened up about looking back on the days when yourself and your daughter did the walks in a place that you like to go to, and saying that you could until you became very ill. I could really see that poor health has been very hard and tough for you to contemplate too, Maureen. But very nice open comment you gave. Thank you for opening up to me. Thank you. It is always a hello to Maureen. Yes, indeed, it is. Couldn't resist as you are parked up and about to drive. Have a good drive out, Sapper. Have a good drive out today. As will I too, Bill. As will I too. It undoubtedly affected all of us. Without a shadow of a doubt it did. Rachel. I think he would, Pamela. I think he would. Thank you. Thank you. I think to drive from London to Brighton, Dave, around about 2 hours. It just depends which route one takes. It's around about 2 hours, independent of the route you're driving to. On a train, it would be either 1 hour 30 or about 2 hours on train. It's different for train and car or coach, what have you. Lindy, hello and hugs to you always. Hello. Hello. I know, Maureen. Yes, I know. Yes, it's around about 2 hours, Maria. It's around about 2 hours, just to say. It is called Reverse the Overhaul to restore Paw Patrol's previous animation quality. Still on about Paw Patrols. Yes. No, I will message you, Bill. There's an interesting one at Amberley Museum I'm going to message you about. Takes place on Easter Monday, this event, and I'll tell you all about it. Oh, he well and truly did. I haven't commented on the live stream yet, but I've watched the replay, and what a fantastic tribute Sapper did about Graham. A fantastic tribute he did in his memory. Oh, no. You have incredibly poor health for someone of your age. The doctors are baffled how you're still alive and say, you are a ticking time bomb, you see. Wow. Sorry about your poor health, Herman. Sorry to anyone who is dealing and having to contemplate with poor health every day. You know. I'm sorry for poor Herman too, Maria. I'm sorry for him as well. Have I missed anything? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, we had our lovely Lils and Pamela, Rachel, Maria, Anthony, Lindy, Shapa, Herman. Many in here. Yes. I really did, Maria. Yes, I really did. I know, Lils. Oh, I know. I know. To contemplate your poor health, Lils, certainly if you're particularly of a younger age, that is sad. I mean, my mother, for example, all her life hasn't had particularly good health either. I mean, when she was a little girl, Lil, she had a number of health problems growing up. A huge number of health problems, you know. And I could remember I was aged 12 at the time. I was aged 12 and my brother was almost 11, just going on for 11. Mother got hospitalized with pneumonia. And that was actually frightening to see. That was really very frightening to see. But yes, I couldn't agree with you more there, Lils. No, but I'm sure Herman would accept a nice long hug from you. And didn't you say your husband's got poor mental health, Lils? I think I remember in the comments when you opened up about yourself in one of Trevor's videos. You know, and honestly, that's what touched me most. The way you opened up yourself in such great depth. I found it personally quite touching, Nils. And all that you do for your husband, you know, give him a hug if he has a good cry, or if he's feeling you know, not emotionally with it, you give him a hug and whatever emotional support he needs. But thank you, Lils. Thank you for the emotional support towards Herman. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, no, don't say that, Herman. What did Herman say? I didn't see what he said. Oh, no, don't say that, Herman. No, no. That's very morbid. Very, very morbid. Certainly it's a hello to our Lindy. Certainly is it a hello to our lovely Lindy indeed. Right. Dawn Marie, I do not have Fiona's phone number at the moment. I've emailed her, but I've not received a reply as of yet. No, I mean, I haven't got a reply because I did email Fiona expressing my condolences and prayers when Graham had just died, but I haven't got a reply as of yet. But I will hopefully receive a reply from her. And goodness, and speaking of emails, I'll eventually need to email Trevor because I saw a comment on the memorial community post Fiona did when Graham just died, and seeing what Trevor had to say, I was about to send an email to Trevor regarding it. Actually, personally struck me when I saw that, and I said that if you ever need someone to talk to, I would email him my phone number to him, and if I email my phone number to Trevor, and if he picks up on it, I'll certainly ask him for Fiona's phone number, and in that way I can obtain it. You know, because I don't have her phone number, I've not been able to ring up or phone Fiona. Dawn Marie. But one thing I totally agree with you there, Dawn Marie. Trevor and Fiona certainly did some fantastic couple of live streams together. They were fantastic. Brilliant. No, very poignant and very inspirational and certainly beautiful. I couldn't agree with you more on that. And gosh, we got over 30 live viewers all in one live stream. Oh, Herman's a wonderful man, Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for your kindness towards Herman. Certainly a pleasure, Dawn Marie. Certainly a pleasure. Oh, Maria, you're so lovely. You're so lovely. Hi, Martin. Hello to you. Yes, I know. When Graham just died, sad times. Oh, yes, Trevor's recent live stream in London certainly was that not only interesting, but it was enlightening. Fantastic live stream, if anything to say. What happened? Oh, Maureen. Oh, Maureen, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly for your compliments towards me. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a truly precious. Oh, Maureen, if I could just hug you right now. No, I really would hug you. I respect and care for all of you. Oh, no, I care very much about you, Maureen, especially since it's got to the point where your health has taken a battering at really not a very old age. I mean, if one's health has taken a battering, that's beyond poor health. I mean, my late grandfather's health towards the end of his life, it took a battering. It was about 6 months, you're talking, before he died. 6 months before my grandfather died, one could tell his health took a battering when I saw him. One could really tell. I mean, I could tell only too well. No, it's so awful when one's health takes a battering in life. It really does. Just goes to show one's health is highly complex. Have you? Lils, my lady, hello to you. Fiona, she did seem stronger than I thought, but I could really tell by her facial expressions generally that she's still in mourning. With the frown on her face, when you see that with many people, the frown when they've just lost their spousal companions, you can tell they're very much in mourning. And, they need time. They need to take whatever time they need to get through the grieving process, And as Trevor would say, even the strongest and the toughest, even the strongest or the toughest have their breaking points, as Trevor would so rightly tell oneself. Couldn't agree with you more, Dave. Couldn't agree with you more. Oh, but I'm a little concerned. How is Harriet going to take to all of this? How on earth is Harriet going to take to all of this? That's my only concern, but that's another story. I saw the video, Maureen. Yes, I saw the video. Oh, yes, Maria and Nils, your chemistry together. Hi, Martin. Hello to you. It was No, Harriet normally wouldn't come on to a little later because of she's a school teacher, you see, Dave. And because she's Canada, her location is about 5 hours behind my time difference, you see. And because she's a school teacher in Canada, she would generally not come on to a little later. But I think she's moderating for Matthew Steeples, because she's a moderator for Matthew Steeples, and he's been live streaming. Oh my goodness, every day. He's been live streaming every single day for bloody hours. Impressively done, though. He could just keep going every single day for about 2-3 hours live streaming. I could do that if I could, but I think it would bore all of you if I just did a live stream every day for hours on end. All that. Hello, Sue. No, I couldn't agree with you more, Sue. I couldn't agree with you more on that. But it's so sad we lost him. Yeah, no, Lils and Maria. I think the next thing one would expect is Maria just all of a sudden in Lils's arms with a protective hug, or receiving a protective hug from lovely Lils. Oh, could you imagine? Oh, you say, oh, come here, come on, give us a nice long hug, Maria. Oh, my Lily Lils. Oh, could you imagine that? Oh. Now, could you imagine Maria receiving many protective hugs and cuddles from lovely Lils, where one of Lils's hands is holding the back of Maria's head and the other arm wrapped around her shoulders, and then there's lovely Maria who wrapping her arms tightly around lovely Lils as they're protectively hugging one another. Probably sounds a bit too much saying this, but could one imagine the nice sight of that? I mean, I could certainly very much do that to lovely Maria herself. and all that. Hello to you, Heather. Hello. Are you out in your garden as of yet? Because I know normally around this sort of time, until around about October time, or possibly November, you're generally out and about in your garden. I think I'm pretty sure it's all day gardening, what have you. But it's lovely seeing you as usual. Organ music. There is an interesting one I'd like to play for whenever chance allows. Just oh dear. Oh dear. My apologies, Maria. My apologies if this got a little too much. Sorry, Maria. Sorry, Nils. No, it's still fairly cold, actually, Heather. It's still quite cold in the United Kingdom, but it's getting warmer, but still cold. Right, no, it's only got to around about 50 degrees at the very most. It's only got to around about 50 degrees Fahrenheit at the very most lately, Heather. But it's still quite cold, I'm afraid. It's cold. Cold. Spring is sprung, more or less, but it's a cold. But generally, the springs here are colder springs, Heather. They have been, namely, for many years. Even some April days are bloody frozen. Oh, thank you, Maria. Thank you. But I just don't know how Lils would have taken to that. That's the thing. I wouldn't want to upset lovely Lils when talking about you receiving protective hugs from her. I just don't know how Lils has taken to it. That's the thing. Yes, I've seen, Bill. I've seen that. Cold. Autumn is here and couldn't be more happy to be rid of summer. I'm waiting for summer. I'm waiting for it. Summer months are generally better. Spring is sprung already in Texas. I envy you, Pamela. I envy you. Didn't you mean to say spring, not soaring? It's spring. No, I couldn't be Prime Minister. I'm not going to be Prime Minister, no. I don't like politics, unfortunately. No. No. Oh, no! Your daughter was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis last year. She just completed her master's. She's 26. Really, she's 26. So she's older than I. I mean, I'm 23 now, Lils. I'll be 20. I'm 24 this year, so I'm younger than your daughter. Yes, I may not come across as 23. I may not look it, and I certainly don't act it, I know. But your daughter, surprise you as it might, is older than I. But well done on your daughter. Well done that she's completed her master's degree. And if I may ask you, Lils, I'm pretty sure your daughter had a baby shower recently, didn't she not? I'm fairly certain that she did, because I remembered you talking about it in one of Trevor's live streams. Oh, have you got to go to bed? Good night for now, Mark. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite, won't you? No, I could never be a politician, Pamela. No, I could never go into politics. Politics is nothing but a toxic, it's a toxicity it's a cesspit of toxicity, politics. Yes, that's the way I'm going to describe it. Sorry, I got a little slow to describe. Sorry I didn't describe it more properly, but it's a toxicity, it's a cesspit of toxicity, politics, if anything It's a cesspit of toxicity. Going into politics, Pamela, and actually, let alone being in the political side of things, a cesspit of toxicity. What the hell? Someone smoking at a doctor's? What the hell? What the hell? Get the smokers out! Out of the doctor's office! Smoke fucking outside! Smoke outside the fucking door, not in the doctor's office! As Brian Blessed would so say. Obviously, Brian Blessed. Could you imagine if Brian Blessed was in your doctor's surgery right now, Dave, and saw somebody smoking? He would just be shouting repeatedly at the person, you know.
Gordon's alive?
That's the one. And, you know.
Gordon's alive?
Oh, my goodness. It's not yet. Sorry about that. It's fucking disgusting to smoke in a doctor's surgery, and it's fucking disgraceful. No, neither can I. I could never stand the smell of smoke either, Heather. I mean, I could never smoke. I've never once done it, and I think neither of us have done it, because I know you said you never touched that stuff. Well, it's no wonder why you've aged well. You know? And also, if I may ask you, Heather, are you still getting those rude comments people say to yourself and your son whenever going out, saying, oh, look at this guy dating this lady, or look at this lady dating this... Some people are so stupid. What the hell is with some people? Can't believe anyone... There are still many smokers out there, Heather. Still. Disgusting as it is, many still do it. Allergic to politics. Good one, Maureen. Good one. No, Dave, I haven't. I should think about going. No, I've never gone. Good evening to you, Suzanne. Good evening, and hugs to you, my lovely, lovely Suzanne. Okay. Well done, Ronnie. Well done, you, for giving up. Is it a hard stare that he gives back at them, Heather? You know? That's what smoking can cause, lung cancer, Pamela. That's the cause of smoking. Really, your Ronnie's shows sold out every night. It closed on Sunday. Well done, him. You was at your nephew's 18th birthday party and could not believe all the kids vaping. I've never done vaping. I've never smoked, vaped. I've never done any of that disgusting stuff. I'm so sorry about your grandfather, Pamela. I'm so sorry about your grandfather. I'll play an interesting organ piece. No, it's really well done to Ron. Well done, Ronnie. Well done, him. I'm very, no. Obviously, the show's gone very successfully, and I'm so happy for your son's success, Heather. Well done, Ronnie. Well done to your Ronnie. I'm so pleased for the success of the shows he did. Well done to him. Ladies age quicker when they smoke. I've actually seen this, Lils. I've actually seen this firsthand. We all have, not surprisingly. And there's a comment I missed. I'm just going to look back to get it up, and then I need to play some organ music for Pamela, because Pamela's interested in organ music. One of your other daughters had a baby shower. Oh, it was the other one. Oh, so it wasn't the one who's got multiple sclerosis. Oh, okay. You know, so I would assume this one's not the one with MS. But I hope she had a nice baby shower. And did she have the baby yet? But I didn't realize, Lils, that one of your daughters is not that much older than I. Because I'm 24 in June of this year, as you know. I know I don't come across as it, but interesting learning. She's not all that far off my age, or she's not that much older than I. And well done on the bachelor's, on the degree she achieved, despite MS. Well done her. Yeah, but I'm hoping, but I really do. I'm certainly thinking very, very much about your daughter. Thinking about her very much with the MS. Poor girl. I always draw a good crowd. I've only got about 30 in here, Martin. I had about 34 a minute ago, but it's sort of varied up and down, the viewership counts. But otherwise, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I know you've only got just the one son, Heather. Yes, I know. I know that. Not without a nice long hug. Good night to you, my lovely Sue. I certainly wouldn't say hello without good night without giving you a big long hug. Sleep well, lovely Sue. Sleep well. Only 30? Yes, Ron is 30. I know that. Oh, oh dear, what the hell have I done? We've just gone under 30, but you know, the viewership varies. If only I could explain this better to Harriet, but obviously one has no control of live viewership. It just goes up and down, doesn't it? But otherwise, but yes, I think it's good. No, 30 in the chat's brilliant. It's very good. I mean, generally we get about 20 to 30 people, don't we, in here? Your other daughter is having a baby in April. Oh, how lovely. I'm sure I could imagine you're extremely excited about becoming a granny. Honestly, you'd make a wonderful grandmother, Lils. You really would. Honestly, you just make a fantastic grandmother. Certainly a very loving grandmother, if anything to share beyond words. No, you really well and truly would make a very, very loving grandmother, to so describe it beyond words. No, you really would. No, but speaking of one being, but surprise one as it might, though we've got Lils's daughter, and being only a few years older than I, surprise one as it might surprise Lils herself, or probably all of you, it would probably surprise undoubtedly. Last month I met a man in Hastings, that was, at the Hastings bus station, because he was waiting to get his bus home after going to a furniture shop, looking at some furniture, to potentially looking to purchasing some new furniture for his and his partner's, his wife's house. Much needed. I think it was much needed furniture, that was. Likely of old, nice, older traditional style. And I like old style furniture, preferably better than modern day. But, you know, and he actually thought, when I told him how old I was, when I said that I'll be 24 this year, because he'll be 84 in May, the older man, and I'm 24 in June, so we're 60 years apart for age. He thought I was in my early 40s, the guy. He said, "You're 23. I said, "I would have thought you were in your 40s. I was like, "Oh, no, that's where you're wrong." I said, "That's where you're wrong." I'll be 24. I'm 23. I'll be 24 in June this year. And he said, I'm 83. He said, I always say I'm 82, but Lion can be 83 because I am 83 and I'll be 84 in May. That's what the man said. But he was actually pretty remarkable for in his 80s. If you wouldn't think he was 83 if you'd seen him. If I didn't know how old he was, I would have thought he was about 75, 76. I would have thought he was either 75 or 76 as opposed to 83. But no, he was pretty impressive for a man his age. And it's very astonishing, very, very astonishing that he assumed that I was in my 40s. I don't think anybody would think I'm in my 40s. Not even my own mother would think I'm in my 40s. I don't think my parents would even think I'm in my 40s either. No, but I was never shocked. I wasn't shocked or offended. You know, I'm never offended if one thinks I'm either look older than my age or assume that I'm older. I'm never shocked or offended by it. No. I was never once shocked or offended by it, but it was just quite funny. Like, oh, if you liked it, okay, no, not so bad if you're late to like, Lils, no trouble at all. Oh, very good question, Lils, very good question. Who would I love to have a live stream with? Lils, I took up podcast live streaming back in February of this year. The first one, I did it with Shappa. Second one, I did it with Trevor Colt, as you know. Third one was with Hutch, but I haven't got through it. Well, I'm only halfway through the third podcast at the moment, Lils, because we only did part one, but we didn't get enough time to finish it off. But we're going to eventually do part two sometime next week if we can. And then after Hutch, once we've gotten through the second part of part three, I'm going to move on to hopefully Rick Paul afterwards. But the people I'd definitely love to do a live stream with, Danette and Anthony. But if it's with a famous person, I'd probably like to do a live stream with Carl Lumley. I think... I mean, I'd certainly love to do a live stream podcast with Carl Lumley, the actor. I've had Let Graham on my inspirational live streams before because I've had Graham on and Fiona on my inspirational live streams before when letting them on halfway through and inviting the guest link. I've done that. But I've never done an interviewing podcast with them, no. Not interviewing podcasts, no. We never got the chance. But I did, however, get the chance to have a good laugh with him on a live stream. Having a live stream on, having his appearance on my live stream and having a good laugh together, what have you. I don't look old because I have lovely skin. Thank you, Lils. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for saying I've got lovely skin. Thank you. You should see my mother's skin. I mean, because my mother, she'll be 47 this year, Lils. And she probably looks about 20 years younger, in my opinion, something like that. I mean, you would never believe my mother's age. Yes, we've had you as well, Martin. You're fantastic. You are fantastic on live streams. I mean, do not worry about having ever come across as nervous. You know, you never came across as nervous. You're just simply opening up about yourself. But even though it may have been a little nervous, but please, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Appearing on a live stream, Martin, it can be quite nerve-wracking for some. So your actions, I'd excuse your actions because because it can be, some people are nervous to make live stream appearances or doing it the first time, but you seem to acclimated generally very well, I so thought. Please, it's nothing to be ashamed of, being nervous appearing on live streams. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you. I come across as generationally older than my years. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Not far off. She's 46 at the moment and looks nearly half her age, I would say. And Dave, to surprise you as it might, I've got an auntie, one of my mother's older sisters. She's about 4 years older than you because she'll be 53. She'll be 53 in October. And last time I saw her, she was 51. 51 and looked about 32 at the very oldest. At 51 and looking in her early 30s. Can you believe that? And I've got an uncle who will be 58 in April. And last time I saw him, he was 56 and looked about 38 at the very most. Everybody, all in my mother's side of the family, all her 6 older siblings, who are all over 50, older than you, and my father too, they all look younger than 40, and yet they're in their 50s, looking younger than 40 easily. Oh, tricky one to say, Maureen. There are many things that could, a lot of things can enrich one's lives, Maureen, but very good question, but tricky to answer to. But once I eventually find the presumed answer, I will tell you. They've got astonishing genes. My mother's side of the family has astonishing genes. And my dad looks pretty good for his age as well, because my father, he'll be 48 in July, and instead of 47, I think he looks younger than what Trevor looked like when he was 47. Trevor's always looked good, mind you, but just not as good as, say, what my dad would look like. 40, he's nearly 48 and probably looks about 35, 36, something like that. You wouldn't believe my father's age. Oh, have you got to go? Ta-ta for now, Heather. Ta-ta for now. You have a lovely tea time. Love and hugs always. Hi, Aspasia. Hello to you. It's certainly been a while. Hello to you. Hello to you, my lovely Aspasia. And Carly Clogs. Hello, Carla. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I was meaning to read this, Pamela. It was a compliment. He thought you were speaking and behaving more maturely. Actually, can I tell you something, Pamela? He said it had something to do with my demeanour as to why he thought I was in my 40s. And actually, one of Trevor's subscribed followers, her name was Lizzie Rooney. Lizzie Rooney, she assumed I was in my 40s. This was last year when I was 22, going on for 23. Trevor and I did a live stream together. It's unlisted, so it's not seen publicly because it's unlisted. She commented and said she thought I was in my 40s instead of in my 20s. And some people actually thought I was in my 50s instead of 20. Wow. Oh, some ways to describe me. My podcast with Hutch was excellent. We've not finished yet, Blacksmith. Not finished yet. But the chat we had, Blacksmith, the 5-hour plus chat we had on StreamYard together, it was excellent. And if anything, very enlightening. Even though we talked about the toxicity of politics at times, it was an excellent, enlightening chat. It really did showcase our friendly chemistry towards one another when we had the StreamYard chat together for over 5 hours. You know, you're a good friend, Blacksmith, and you're very, very good to chat to. If anything, Blacksmith, I could spend hours listening to you. I could really spend hours listening to you, speaking from the experience of almost a week ago. And I saw your Basil, handsome boy, very handsome boy is. There's that little monster, as you describe. He's a big boy. Well, he could be big enough to be a monster, but he's not a monster. He looked like a friendly, handsome boy. Oh, but Lils, I'm always going to appreciate that compliment. I'm always going to appreciate that compliment. Hi, Ellie. Hello to you. Yes, I saw that one too, Martin. I saw that one as well. Hartwood, Sean, Outward. I saw that too. You're feeling. Oh. Hello, Gareth. Hello to you. Certainly hello to Gareth, indeed. You recently celebrated a big birthday, very recently. And a lady was shocked. She thought she was 40. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness me. That is impressive. Wow. Some of us do look younger than our ages. Some of us do. I don't know if I could look. Don't know how old I'll look when I'm about 50 or 60. Well, I need to see. I don't think I could ever age in the way my mother's aged. I don't think I could even age in the way my father's aged. I could, because my father looks very good for nearly 50. He doesn't even look 40 yet. But I need to see. I really need to see. But I have got an uncle. He's in his early 40s. Last time, I haven't seen him for a few years now. He was 38 when I last saw him. He'll be 42 this year. 38. He looked about 50. I mean, what? He looks older than my father and older than one of my father's younger sisters. But my father's older sister, you can tell her age quite easily. You probably think she's older, in fact, you know. She's a bit like my grandmother, my father's mother, where her age has always been quite easy to tell, you know. But my father, I don't think I could ever tell my father's age at all, you know. No, they do look very good for their ages. They look easily younger than what Trevor would have looked like when he was their sort of age, easily. My mother particularly. You know, my mother particularly, wow. But Pamela was asking if I had some organ music to play. There's an interesting organ piece I'd like to play here now. I'll play it. And it's also an organ piece I enjoy listening to. We've still got time before the live is over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it going up? How's Captain up with you? Is he Bert Smith? How is he taking to the music? I get down to all the music. Interesting. That's interesting. Yes, but that down. Well, everyone has different musical preferences. Certainly. Yes, couldn't have got it more right. It's nothing better than a good piece of organ music. In my opinion, that is, but everyone takes it differently. That music evokes memories of being a child riding on a carousel. Oh, how lovely. Oh. Lils, there's always something about your compliments that's always so innately touching. The innate loving, the loving side, the innate loving side of your core depth of personality traits are a truly trusting testament to having an acquainted friendship with oneself. Thank you always, Lils. Honestly, who couldn't be happier to have a more loving friend such as yourself? Who couldn't love somebody like you? I mean, I certainly love you dearly, always. There used to be a show on on Radio 2 called The Organist Entertainers. It's not on anymore. Oh dear, not good. I've cheered you up, Aspasia. How interesting. Oh, how lovely learning so. I keep freezing. Am I okay? It might have been my facial expression. Yourself and your late wife went to a village show about 6 years ago, sat down listening to the organ music for over half an hour. You loved it. Oh, how lovely. Nice smile. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you for saying I have a nice smile. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Martin. We love you too. I would have loved to have lived in the 1960s, Fiona, Lils. If anything to share beyond words, I feel as though I belong in, say, the 1950s or 1960s era. I certainly well and truly feel that way. I really do. I might be 23, Lils, but I feel as though I should have been born about 50 years ago or so. But I wasn't, no. If I was born 50 years ago, I'd be nearly as old as one of my grandmothers. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you kindly. Like to live in the pioneer days, if you could have hair conditioning in your covered wagon. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you kindly. There's another interesting organ piece. I was just listening to it recently, and I think it'd be worth listening to in the next live stream of mine. Thank you, Carly. Thank you kindly. No, but that's a good question, Lils, and I do hope my answer was enough to you. Hope it was okay, but obviously there's no right or wrong answer in a question like that. But thank you. Thank you. I would have loved the old BBC Home Service and the night programme. I think I would. BBC these days, it's gone woke. It's gone bloody woke. Wokeism has gone rife. Wokeness has bloody gone rife. Shit. It's absolute abysmally shit the way the BBC's gone downhill. Sorry about the foul language a moment ago. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Thank you kindly. Oh, I already read that. Hi, Sandra. Hello, I just saw you in here. Sorry I was slow to reply to you, but hello. It always makes you feel like you're at a fairground or even on Main Street at Disney World. No, I do know you like Disney World. You've got quite the affinity for Disney World, haven't you, Sandra? Because I remember you openly, expressly spoke to me about your affinity for Disney World and a lot of things Disney related. I'm only aware of that. Thank you, Aspasia. Thank you kindly. Oh, but Aspasia, I had to make a few changes regarding live streaming content for the future. Unfortunately, Aspasia, what I had to stop doing live stream wise was talking about weight, because as I think you remember, back in June, almost a year ago, I was joking about one's size, which actually wasn't a joke to many. It actually came across as fat shaming, and I actually got into trouble not once but 3 times for fat shaming. So that's why I've had to stop with the weight talk in future live streams. But never mind, we live and learn. We all make mistakes. We learn from it. So there we are. But it's moved it forward positively, the content, in a nice and wholesome way. It was my fault, actually. It was completely my fault because I actually, if anything, I've got, having gotten into trouble, because obviously it was completely my fault, Aspasia, having gotten into trouble 3 times for fat shaming because I joked about one's size, and actually, as it turns out, it did truly hurt a couple of people's feelings, It did hurt a couple of people's feelings, truly hurt their feelings. I had to stop with weight talk. But thank you. You don't need to be sorry. Obviously, I had to apologize and be accountable for my actions. Only rightly so. Oh, no, I never beat myself up about it, Martin. I never beat myself up about it. It's just talking about, learning from your mistakes. It's always good to remind yourself that you need to learn from your naughty mistakes. All I'm trying to do, Dawn Marie, is talking about the importance of learning from your naughty mistakes. That's all. And I've only shared my one and only point of that in this live stream and leaving it at that. Good evening to you, Alison. Good evening to Alison, who's got the over 6 foot sons, or one of her sons is what over 6 foot that is. Deborah, hello to you, my lovely. Hello and hugs to you. A big, nice, long hug to you. But do be assured, I know you're going to ask me to be gentle with you. I will be gentle, do be assured, Deborah. A nice, long, big, gentle hug always. And hello to your doggies as well. Because I'm pretty certain you've got dogs as well, haven't you, Deborah? Please let me know whether I'm right or wrong on that. Good, Lils. Well done. Well done, you. Disgusted with how they are. Well, yeah. Wokeness can only well and truly greatly disgust oneself, can't it, Lils? It really well and truly could. Yes, it's hello to our lovely Alison and of course our lovely Deborah. You had a few dogs in your time. How lovely, Martin. How lovely. Bella and now I've just remembered, Deborah. Bella and Bonnie are your dogs. Thank you for telling me so, Deborah. Thank you for telling me so. Both of them are over 6 foot. Oh wow. Wow. They're both, I mean, one of them's 6'4", in case I haven't got it wrong. Gosh. Compare 6'4" to 5'8", and no, I'm not going to share the next part because I don't want to get into trouble. Compare 6'4", 5'8", and of course to your 5'6". That is one astonishing little and large height difference. But David and I, because I'm taller than my best friend, because David, my best friend, he's 5'4.5", and I'm 5'8". I don't think we look like little and large together, but one can tell an obvious noticeable height difference. If we were, say, maybe 5'3" and 6 foot respectively, then yes, that would be a very big little and large height difference, yes. But, or certainly if there was a foot's difference between one another, it would be little and large, quite obviously, in that regard. But interesting learning. You've got 2 6 foot plus sons. Yes, because if you didn't know, Alison, you're the same height as my only mother. You know, because my mother's 5'6" as well. I mean, even though my mother's got the face and physique to be a model, she sadly does not have the height for it, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, but never mind. I mean, had there been no height restriction for modeling, I think she could have easily just gotten into the modeling side of things. And same if there were no... Some actually thought I could model, but again, with me, at only 5'8", I wouldn't be tall enough, because I think for a lady, it's either 5'9" or over to get into modeling, and for men, it has to be about 6 foot and over, and I'm under both those heights. As a 5'8" man, I'm shorter than both 5'9" and 6 foot. So I wouldn't stand a chance getting into modeling. Never mind. And my mother well and truly wouldn't stand a chance either because of height. Oh well. Some have said that about me. I mean, even though I've only got a fairly small, generally a small frame with a 30-inch waist and a 30 inside leg, that is. Had there not been any height restriction, I think I possibly could have gotten into modeling, but I don't think I could. Certainly not at my height, no. And even though I've got a small 30-inch waist, but before, when I was smaller in size, up until about 4 years ago, I had a 29-inch waist at one point. And when I used to have a 29-inch waist years ago, until 2021 that was, a friend of my grandmother's thought I could model or be a model. She said to me, "You could be a model." I was like, I don't know if I'm skinny enough to be a model. That was what I said. She was like, oh, no. Don't go too thin just to try. Don't try losing weight to be a model, but or be too skinny as a model. But I think you really could be a model. One of my grandmother's friends said that about me. And then I actually spoke to my mother about it. And then my mother said, we wouldn't be tall enough to model, I'm afraid. And I was like, really? Oh, why is that? And she said, you have to be a certain height. For men and women, you have to be a certain height in order to model. I'm afraid. But, there we are. But my mother's got a small waist as well. I'm not the only one. I don't know what mother is, but I think mother's got to be no bigger than a 27, 28 waist, something like that. But until my mother was about 20, she had about a 24 waist, tiny. So I think she could have modelled on that had there been no height restriction and all that. You were telling me when we had the StreamYard chat together, Blacksmith. Yes, you were telling me so. You've just renewed your TV license and you grudge every penny of it. Are you thinking about cancelling your BBC license, Maureen? Oh, sorry, what happened here? Right, what's going on? Why won't the comment work? Oh, there we are, it's working. No, there we are. I've managed to click the comment. No trouble now. Really, you're a bit of a nature nut. As I love nature too. Pamela, speaking of nature, and getting to the next part, we're almost on a similar wavelength here with our interest in nature and interest in the outdoors, what have you. We're on a similar wavelength of interest here. They don't make diamonds as big a brick. Oh, there, now it's worked. You modelled as a small child for Ladybird Children's Clothes, then as a teen, when your ballet fell through. How lovely. How lovely learning so, Dominic. How lovely. And I wanted to show an interesting picture because we've only got just over 5 minutes before we finish things up. I wanted to show something interesting. Before this live stream is over, because we've only got just over 5 minutes before it's over. I'll show my... You was about, don't worry, Jodie, I'm only doing 1 hour, 15 minutes. I did tell you privately by text, and I'm sticking to that. I might have just about, let's say it's going to take about 1.5 minutes to show the portrait, maybe 2, and another quickly, and then we'll end it there. Okay, right. This here is my March 2025 portrait picture of me at the Tangmere Aviation Museum, standing right in front of a painting portrait of military aircraft. I mean, I was quite saddened that day because it was the day Graham had just died, but I know it's what he would have wanted, me visiting the Tangmere Military Aviation Museum. So yes, make something of that. March 2025. March 2025, Changmere Military Aviation Museum Portrait. 2025. I just saw Southern in here. How interesting learning you've got an interest in nature. How lovely. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you kindly. I know it's what he would have wanted when I visited the museum itself. I know it's what he would have wanted. And we've got just under 3 minutes, and I'm going to show this one very quickly. I'm just going. Oh, and here we are. That here is my Detling. That here is my Detling Festival of Transport 2024 portrait back on the 6th of April 2024. This event takes place in April 2025. That's David Scott, my bestie, and I. That's David and I at the Detling Festival of Transport 2024 event, our portrait together. We don't, I don't think we look like little and large together, because David on the left, he's 5'4.5", and there's me at 5'8" on the right-hand side in front of an old Optia bus. I don't know when this bus was built, but my guess it was built in around about the 1990s, I would assume, something like that. And there's an old Leyland right next to the right next to the Opta. There's an old Leyland, which I would assume is about 1960s, 1970s. I'd assume older buses, in my opinion. I think they look better than the newer ones. Hi, Bambi. Hello to you. You're a new subscriber. My voice is like a heavenly angel. Thank you. Thank you. And welcome to my group. Welcome to my community here, Bambi. Please feel free, Bambi, for whenever you need somewhere to happily tune into, you know you're always welcome here within my content. Certainly, have you always got a place here? Google the British Engineering. Yes, I will Google it, Martin. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you kindly. Thank you. No, but yes, David's the short man on the left. Well, both of us are fairly small men. And why we say fairly small? Because we don't go anything much, because our weight is generally no heavier than 11 stone. So it's fair to say we're small men. But if anything, I'm happy being a small man. I wouldn't change it. Yeah. Right. Unfortunately, we've got to finish things off now. Can I thank you all most sincerely, kindly, for taking your time and trouble to watching my very live streams of mine. Next live stream will be about 8:30 UK time for about 1 hour 30 minutes. No, 8:25, 1 hour 35 minutes. Next live stream. And it's 13th of March 2025 is the next live stream. Goodbye. And may your good wishes be bring you great expectations of happiness.